Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game, and we're returning to Rule the Waves 2, where we're just building some heavy cruisers, which we are also trying to use. We're also trying to bring up against a war against Japan. So, unfortunately, we do not have the chance to blame this on Japan. So, I think it might actually be fun to go after France again. Okay, so let's go for France. Oh, better radar, that's very nice. We're gonna put this to high here and that should be okay. We are actually making some money again, which is fantastic, even though we are building these heavy cruisers. And let's look at the almanac too. So France has a single battleship, a battle cruiser, 2 carriers though. So yeah, that might indeed be interesting. We're receiving much praise for the destroyers that we are building, so that's lovely to see. Let's take a peek over here on the Soviet heavy cruisers. Interesting design. Certainly. Well, not much happening really. Yeah, 11 destroyers finishing their reconstruction. Very lovely design. No, we are not going to sell anything. So that's fine. I would really like to get into war against Japan at some point in the not too distant future, but for now that just doesn't seem to be something that is viable. I guess what we should be designing then is, let's have a look here at a new corvette class. We can auto design this, but what I really want is not really an anti-submarine warfare ship, but a minesweeping one. And that is really its primary and only objective here. So yeah, that would be lovely. Oh, it's a little bit too small. Can I build it like this? Yes. I think coal firing is perfectly fine. I think local ammunition is perfectly fine. It's really not supposed to be a very expensive ship. So yeah, let's build it like that. Or design it like this, I should say. And that should be fine. Ooh, destroyer here off the French. 4 4-inch guns. We're building much better ones. Yeah, let's go to build screen. I guess I would like about 10 or so, let's say 12 of these minesweepers. Monthly build costs are exceeding a little bit what we can do, but not for long, so that should be fine. Ooh. Anti-aircraft artillery, 4-inch autoload dual-purpose guns. I'm gonna buy this, not because I want that, but because I would like to get some additional stuff in the future, and that might lead to other research as well, so that'd be lovely. Yeah, still Japan doesn't really... Italy. Well, Italy might be a good candidate for future war. Great Britain. Reduces torpedo mount weight. That's good to see. And here we are. So 5-inch autoload dual-purpose guns are improved. And that's pretty good because we do, I think, have some 5-inch guns left, don't we? The very least on the Reed classes here, so yeah, that seems like a very good choice indeed. These are, I think, one of our latest destroyers. Well, the Truxton also carries these guys, so yeah, it's actually a very good result here for us. These Lake Michigans, just making sure that we can't upgrade anything or shouldn't be, or that we should be upgrading basically. I'd really like to sort that by displacement over here. New torpedo bomber ready for service. We should maybe have a brief look here at the aircraft types that we do have. Well, I guess we could build a new dive bomber, right? So this is 4 years old, so let's do indeed request a new proposal for dive bomber. The first priority in my mind should be bomb load, and the second one should be range. And let's see whether we will get a good proposal. Ireland is independent. We do get 3 new destroyers. That's lovely to see. We can... No. We are going to back our guys. Tensions are going up, so that's lovely to see because we, of course, would like to end up in a war. Let's briefly see the Truxton. It's annoying that these guys don't get built to the latest design, so we always have to upgrade them after they were being built. I find that a little bit annoying, to be honest. Right, by the way, if we design a ship now, if we design a carrier, will we get one with an angled flight deck? We have discovered that, but somehow the game just doesn't seem to realize that. No, this is illegal. Let's say this. Yeah, all would be okay, but I'm guessing I can still not do more catapults, can I? Would this be legal? No. Yeah, so that's somewhat weird. 3 more destroyers, and I'm guessing we'll have to upgrade all of them. Yeah, we do. There we go. Making a lot of money still, so we might expand our construction of various different things. Ooh, search radar 5. That's lovely to see. Right, very good. So none of our ships seems to be obsolete. So that is pretty fantastic. We are making a lot of money, so what I'm guessing is let's build 2 more of these heavy cruisers. That will bring us in the range of pretty much all other nations as well. At the very least in terms of numbers, if not in terms of build size. Yeah, so you can see they are breaking down their battleships and their battle cruisers. Still, Japan has more battle cruisers than we do, so that is certainly something that we do need to be mindful of. Destroyers finishing their reconstruction, that's good to see. Nothing really too big though. Pittsburgh and Hudson are commissioned. Lots of destroyers and it's really quite good. Right, so all of you guys are ready. Yeah, and these Nebraskans are very good minesweepers, so that's very lovely to see. We will make use of them at some point. Right, so right now it looks like we might be ending up in a war against France, and since we do have the money, and what I would actually like to do is at least get our battleships and battle cruisers here in an active fleet configuration. These guys here are still working up, so that's fine. And then these Raleigh classes, well, they're reserve, so that's okay. But what I'm guessing is what we should do is get all of these guys here at least to reserve. It's going to be expensive, not that much. Ooh, SAM hit rate. I don't think this is something that is in the game yet. Do correct me if I'm wrong. Right, so here is an upgrade. Last time we did realize one of these upgrades was not strictly better, but this one seems to be, it's just a better engine, so better range, better speed. So yeah, I like that. The Yorktown is due for an upgrade. So let's add autoloaders here. At the cost of the secondary guns, I guess, which we can drop entirely. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Then over here we should be changing the configuration quite drastically, I would think. I do prefer medium guns over lighter ones to a degree. Yeah, there we go. You are a little bit over your weight configuration, so you're the ones with the flight deck armor, interestingly enough. Still, I think you are very good. Good ship. If we get rid of the autoloaders, but these are our best AA thingies. So yeah, let's save this. It's slightly overweight, but you know what? I think that's going to be alright. And we are of course going to rebuild the Yorktown as well. Yes, of course, to this design. Right. Never really upgraded the Ranger, but that's fine. They are 1947 ships, so that's about 6 years. Le Bon classes, these guys, I don't know, but they've been upgraded relatively recently. San Francisco's as well. The Raleighs are starting to look a little bit old. You don't even have dual purpose guns. I'm guessing you can't because they are in mounts of 3. Yeah. Triple turrets. So, you know what? We might as well, to all the designs, get a couple of new San Franciscos. Let's sort by type over here. let's build 4. And these 4 are going to replace our Raleigh classes, which we're going to scrap. There we go. Fine. Yeah, still enough destroyers, so that's fine. Just look at this ship. 12 10-inch guns. And 16 5-inch guns. Not dual purpose though. Really weird. Looks like everyone is starting to build quite a couple of these heavy cruisers. Yeah, just look at that. So, you know what? We might double up on that. Make sure we are keeping... Wait a minute, what did I just build? I think I just built these guys here, didn't I? That's weird. Sorry. Right. So, no, sorry. The Hudson. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's more reasonable. Very good. Pittsburgh, Hudson, good, good, good. I'll have to rename Pittsburgh, basically, by the way. Because I would like to name them after rivers. Problem of 3 centerline turrets. What is that for, I wonder? National hero, I want war against Japan. That would be lovely. And we might actually mobilize here because we have a lot of money and it just seems like the right thing to do. I don't want to really get a reduction there. Okay, so these Kingfishers do need an upgrade, and I don't think you'll get any true upgrade. Is that legal? I don't think so, right? Yeah, no. Yes, please, and rebuild that, and then have a look at all of these guys here and rebuild all of them just on bulk. And there was another one that was considered out of date, the Lansford type, which again is just gonna get an upgrade like this. Good. Yes, come on. There's only one design. Should we immediately rebuild all of these? I think we can. We have the funds, so yeah, let's upgrade them. They're more than 10 years old by standard, so I think that's okay. Right, nothing else is considered obsolete, so that's fine. Bennington, Yorktown finishing very good. Yeah, I'm gonna take that offer. Pueblo, why not? We never trust France. Stupid French. Yeah. I think we should be looking at this again, by the way. So let's... I would like to get the 6-inch ultra-large TP gun as well. So I think it's still worthwhile to prioritize that. Let's put this here to medium. I guess the missile technology is... I'm not sure whether we are getting anything there, so let's see about that. Yeah, really weird designs. Yeah, so it looks like we might be getting a war with France. Ships under construction. It's just the amount of 5 heavy cruisers. That should put us on par with them, shouldn't it? Yeah, not quite. We're still lagging behind them. It's basically all they are building. Specifically the Soviet Union, which was one of the last nations to carry battleships. We absolutely defeated them at some point. So it's looking increasingly anachronistic, the amount of stuff we are putting in here. But we also have a lot of carriers, so I'm not too concerned about this. Light cruisers we're doing fine, destroyers we're definitely doing fine, corvettes. I don't want to get submarines, so that too is okay. New dive bombers are ready for evaluation, so that's very lovely. Bomb loads, still there's no improvement here on the bomb load, so that's a little disappointing. Max speed is better. So between all of these guys, they are all pretty similar, it has to be said. So this one is a little bit, this one in the middle is less maneuverable. So why would I be picking this? No. I think this one is lovely. It does have a very good range. Much better than this one. Much better than our current one. Yeah, let's pick it. Very good. And let's also keep an eye on the aircraft types. So that's replacing this guy. Do we need a new fighter then? I almost think that we might. It's a 4-year-old fighter already, so yeah, let's actually get a new fighter. So the first thing I would say is firepower, and the secondary capability would be maneuverability. And let's see what we will get. Things are accelerating a little bit over here. Anti-missile jamming, lovely. But I hope at least that we are going to get a new war. There's also the hull class. I guess you are pretty much at this point only an anti-submarine platform. You could get an autoloader on you. That wouldn't really increase the costs. Get rid of all these guys over here. So I think this is fine. You do have enough stuff over there. Rebuild costs are at 165. What if we replace the guns to more powerful ones? It's not even that expensive, so we are going to do that, even if it's not going to change a lot in terms of the fighting power of these guys. These are pretty much, they're too old to serve in the main fleet anyway, so they'll only be doing trade protection. Ooh, flying boat. I think our existing flying boats are somewhat outdated. So yeah, this guy's more maneuverable, not quite as tough, but it has better firepower. Also, this seems to be fine. Reliability isn't, ooh, but the range. No. No. I think I would prefer to have a good range. Shall we build more air bases? So where would we be expecting to fight the French? Potentially in Southeast Asia. But I think the base in the Philippines is already pretty good. Okay, let's expand it. Let's improve the naval bases over here, and let's also do that in Tsingtao or in Kuchiko Bay. So we have a better base in Northeast Asia. I guess also here in Norway we should really expand our base. And since Italy is also, you know what, let's also go to the Mediterranean and Indonesia. We can improve the naval base there. So yeah, since we do have money, let's do it. France and Germany, interesting. Italian government does no, not gonna sell anything. Nope, and no. And you know what, we're gonna mobilize because this is starting to look a lot like they might be going to war, wanting to go to war. Read class, let's open this for a rebuild. You should actually increase these tubes, can you? Yes. Should also get an advanced director. This is putting you overweight. And you also should get some AA guns. You're now considerably overweight. Considerably. Considerably is too much. Let's reduce this. Let's increase this instead. I think that's slightly better. No, it's just... Okay, we can't give you better torpedo tubes. Very sorry, you are gonna get better... You are still gonna get better other capabilities, so that should still be okay. Right, there we go. 12 ships being taken in for rebuild. Lovely. No one else is obsolete. Next turn. Germany and Japan. So we might have a 4-way war over here. Turrets and gun mountings. Lovely. We might have a 4-way, well, no, a 2-way war against 4 allies. And that would certainly be extremely interesting. So what I'm thinking is that the Lubang and Yorktown classes. So we're gonna keep the Rangers together, but the Yubong Yorktown classes, the battle cruisers, you guys. Let's look at the almanac. Who has got heavy cruisers? Germany has, France has, Japan sort of has. Now I think for now it's fine to just move 4 carriers and the battle cruisers, and let's say 4 light cruisers of the San Francisco class, and then of course a couple of destroyers, which are actually our latest destroyers. I think it's the Truxton class, right? Yeah, 2,500 tons. They seem to be doing pretty good. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm guessing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 12 destroyers. I think that should be plenty. Although we are maybe cutting into a little bit what we have for the east coast over here as well. These guys here are all for trade protection. Let's also take, let's say, 6 flossers. And these guys are all going to go to Northeast Asia. North Asia? How is it called? Northern Pacific? No. Southeast Asia? Northeast Asia. There we go. Yeah. We do have a sufficient base there, I think, so these guys should be able to deal with Japan, and then all of our other forces will be moving into Northern Europe from our base in the northeast. And with Stavanger in our hands, I think we should be able to counter them. Yeah, Japan doesn't really have any battleships. They do have a couple of battle cruisers, so that should be nice to square these guys off against each other. With our carriers here, half of our carriers against Japan, so our 4 against their 3. And another 4 against the 3 that Germany and France can muster. And our 3 battleships against their 2. Seems reasonable. Yeah, we are lacking really far behind in heavy cruisers. They might have a tonnage of 250,000. 300. They are having about 3 times as many heavy cruisers as I got. But it's nice that we have been focusing somewhat on dive bombers, so because I think they might be suited a little bit better at countering that threat. We are rebuilding a lot of things, but it's mostly rebuilding stuff, mostly destroyers. And these are mostly guys that we are rebuilding anyway. I'm building this. Okay, well, I guess it's fine. Great Britain has granted independence to the Falklands. We are getting more destroyers. Sudden slump in the economy. Further cuts are unacceptable. Budget decreasing. I don't want my prestige to be decreasing, so I'm going to pick the increased tensions over here, and very soon we might find ourselves in a 3-way war, my friends. So that is certainly going to be extremely interesting. They might even add the Soviet Union to the fray. They might not join all at the same time, but I think this is a fairly threatening environment. We do have a lot of funds though, so maybe even another Hudson. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. It's going to take 2 years, by which point the game is probably going to end anyway. But I like to roleplay a little bit that you would be building ships even beyond your retirement. So I think that's going to be alright. I'm really interested to see the Ranger class in action. It's really sad that we don't get the angled flight deck. How do battleship look these days, by the way? 9 guns only. Yeah, but I think this is way outdated. It's a little bit outdated to even keep these battleships that we do have, but for now we do have the budget, so I think that's fine. But you know what, guys? I'm gonna put in a cut here because I think this is going to be an extremely interesting sort of battle next time against some of these nations. Hopefully, maybe again Germany, maybe some of these others. So let's see about that next time. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye bye.